There are certain items you might be keeping in your house that seem completely harmless, but in reality, they are silently draining your wealth, blocking your good fortune, and spreading poverty and suffering throughout your family. It might sound superstitious at first, but this is actually a truth that has been passed down through generations, formed from hundreds of years of observation and reflection. Many people just by unknowingly placing an item in the wrong spot, or holding on to something they thought was simply a keepsake, have found themselves stuck in a cycle of bad luck. Business goes downhill, money disappears without a trace, family relationships become tense, and health starts to decline, for no clear reason. The real issue is this: cleaning your house is not enough. You need to know how to get rid of the specific items that carry negative energy, objects that block the flow of positive and lucky energy. In today's video, I am going to reveal 7 items that you absolutely should not keep in your home, not even a single one. These objects do not just make wealth quietly slip away, but also cause anxiety fatigue and conflict within your family. Before we get started, leave a comment below with a positive affirmation to activate your wealth energy right now. Something like, "I am ready to change my destiny," or "I am a magnet for abundance." And do not forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell, so you will not miss out on more practical tips about ancient Feng Shui and spiritual wisdom. Now stay fully focused, because the very first item is something that exists in so many households without anyone realizing it. Now let us dive into the 7 items that may seem harmless at first glance, but are actually considered negative energy objects in Feng Shui. These things quietly pull your luck backwards and bring hardship into your life. If you have any of these in your home, you should get rid of them immediately. The first item, a half-burned candle. At first, a half-burned candle might look like nothing more than a forgotten decoration. But from the perspective of traditional Feng Shui and spiritual wisdom, it represents something left incomplete, a flame that never reached its full potential. It carries the energy of interruption and unfinished business. A flame is a symbol of life force vitality and motivation to move forward. But when that flame is cut off halfway, especially if it was extinguished carelessly or without intention, it leaves behind a lingering feeling of emptiness. This subtle energy can slowly spread throughout your living space and directly impact your mental state, especially if the candle has been sitting there for a long time. In applied Feng Shui, a half-burned candle is also seen as consuming fire without rebirth, meaning it represents loss without renewal. It is especially harmful when placed near the bed, as it may cause disturbing dreams, restlessness, waking up in the middle of the night, a cloudy mind, and difficulty recharging your energy. This becomes even more serious if you are starting a new business, healing emotionally, or trying to attract wealth, because a half-burned candle is a symbol of an unfinished journey. It reflects half-hearted efforts, lack of follow-through, or obstacles that make everything feel incomplete. The solution is simple, but it must be done with conviction. Completely get rid of any old, half-burned candles, especially if you cannot remember the last time you lit them. At that point, they have already turned into energy pollutants. If you want to continue using candles in your life, light a brand new scented candle on special occasions with a clear and positive intention. Before lighting it, close your eyes and set a purpose. This flame brings light love and a complete beginning. As the flame comes to life, your space will begin to transform, because light does not only brighten the physical space, it also shines through deeper layers of your energy within. The second item, broken or rusted jewelry. Jewelry carries strong personal energy. A bracelet you wear every day, a necklace gifted on your birthday, or your favorite pair of earrings. These objects hold on to your unique energy field over time. But when a piece becomes broken, tarnished, worn out, or rusted, the energy it carries becomes distorted. In Feng Shui, rusted or damaged, metal jewelry is a symbol of declining energy. It suggests that your flow of wealth, health, or relationships might be breaking down, slowing down, or fading away. Even more alarming are items that are cracked, snapped, or chipped, as they not only show deterioration, but also represent approaching breakdowns. That is why a broken bracelet is often considered a strong omen. In folk beliefs, if a spiritual bracelet or talisman suddenly breaks, it may have absorbed misfortune for you or reflected a fracture in your internal energy. If you keep wearing it, stash it away in a drawer, or just forget about it, that crack stays with you, subtly affecting your energy day by day. Many people hold on to old jewelry because of sentimental value. It might be a cherished gift or a symbol of a special memory. But emotions are not enough to cleanse bad energy. When the physical form is already degraded, its energy is no longer intact either. And if you are keeping such items in your home, you are, energetically, holding on to a broken past instead of opening up to a new future. The best way to handle this is to let go. Allow the jewelry to leave you in a complete and peaceful way. You can even create a small ritual, place the item in a clean paper box, light an incense stick, and quietly say, "Thank you for your protection and companionship. From today on, I release you in peace." Then discard it far from your living space, ideally outside the boundaries of your home. If the item is valuable, you may have it remade, but avoid keeping its damaged form. Afterward, if you wish, you can select a new piece of jewelry with a fresh and positive mindset, one that has been energetically cleansed before use. The third item, a cracked or broken mirror. Among all household items, mirrors are especially sensitive to energy. They do not just reflect physical images. They are believed to act as portals that connect the inner and outer energy fields. When placed properly, mirrors can double the light in a space, expand its visual size, and even guide good energy throughout the home. However, a cracked or broken mirror is a major taboo in Feng Shui. This is not just a superstition. The broken image in a mirror is one of the most powerful symbols of visible fragmentation. Whenever you look into a cracked mirror, even if the crack is small, your reflection is no longer whole. What you see is not really you, but a broken version of you. Feng Shui refers to this as scattered energy, meaning energy becomes fragmented, lacks direction, and cannot concentrate. A damaged mirror splits, light distorts vision, and disrupts the flow of spatial energy. In your home, this corresponds to instability, imbalance in relationships, financial unpredictability, and emotional swings. The old saying, "A broken mirror means broken love," exists for a reason. A mirror represents reflection, and when it is cracked, relationships are more likely to experience misunderstandings, miscommunications, or unconscious feelings of emotional distance. Worse still, many people keep using cracked mirrors without realizing their impact. Some tuck them away in closets or continue to use them temporarily. But every time light hits that surface, a part of your home's energy is cut off. Over time, the energy flow thins out, fortune becomes harder to attract, and the mind loses clarity. If you currently have a cracked mirror in your home, do not wait. replace it right away with a new intact and bright one. This is not just a household upgrade. It is an energetic renewal, a way to fix the flow and to welcome positivity. Choose a mirror with a round frame or a light wooden border and place it where it reflects soft light, never directly across from your bed or the main door. A clean, bright, undamaged mirror not only beautifies your space, but also helps your mind feel clearer, more focused, and grounded every day. The fourth item, thorny plants. According to applied Feng Shui, thorny plants, especially cacti, carry sharp, piercing energy that tends to scatter and disrupt. Their pointed spines act like invisible needles that shoot energy in all directions, creating a chaotic energy field. When placed in living spaces, especially shared areas like the living room, kitchen, or bedroom, they may lead to tension, frequent arguments, and a lack of harmony. There is an old saying, "A home with thorns cannot stay peaceful." This is not just folklore. It is based on real-life experience. Households with hot-tempered members or constant disagreements often have one or more thorny plants near their main gathering areas. The energy of plants, although invisible, blends with the general energy field of the home and influences everyone's emotional state. Additionally, thorns are seen as symbols of defense, a closed-off, protective, and unreceptive attitude. Over time, this can make people in the household overly cautious, less open, harder to connect with, and more susceptible to negative emotions. Does this mean you must get rid of cacti or thorny plants entirely? Not at all. You just need to place them in the right location. These plants still carry powerful energy and can repel negative forces when placed on balconies, in gardens, or near the front entrance. In those areas, they act as protective barriers, pushing out bad energy from outside like a natural shield. But they should never be kept indoors, especially in spaces meant for peace and connection. If you want plants inside your living room, office, or bedroom, choose soft-leafed, rounded, and balanced types, such as lucky bamboo, peace lily, pothos, or succulents. These carry gentle and positive energy that helps stabilize the home's atmosphere and soothe the mind. One poorly placed plant can stir up the energy of an entire space. But one well-placed plant becomes a natural purifier, nurturing good luck and supporting prosperity. When you understand the difference and place plants wisely, you will experience firsthand how nature's true power lies not only in beauty, but in the energy it brings to your destiny. The fifth item, a statue of someone crying. In traditional Feng Shui, images are not just artistic expressions. They carry energetic frequencies. Every statue or artwork placed in your home acts like an energy mirror, reflecting the emotional tone and spiritual message it holds. And no symbol is heavier than that of a statue showing someone in tears. You may find such artwork in decor shops, a woman holding her face in sorrow, a child crouching in tears, or a figure collapsed in despair. Some people bring them home because they feel moved by them. Others think it adds emotional depth. But in your living space, this is a direct representation of pain that has not been released. Sorrow that lingers. The energy of pain, even in symbolic form, spreads quickly. It soaks into the air, the lighting, and the emotions of everyone who lives there. Especially if the statue is placed somewhere visible, like the living room, a shelf, or near the entryway. It constantly sends out a message of grief, making family members feel heavy, drained, or inexplicably sad. Tension can start building in the household. Relationships may strain. Financial progress slows down, all because the energy in the home lacks brightness. It gets blocked by an image carrying a very obvious emotional burden. Feng Shui calls this a negative energy anchor, a form that traps heavy energy and makes transformation difficult. If you have such a statue in your home, do not hesitate. Put it away. Or if you cannot throw it out, move it far from the main living areas. Place it somewhere that does not interfere with the flow of energy throughout your home. If you want to replace it, choose images that lift the spirit. A gentle smile, a hopeful gaze, a statue of someone reaching toward the sunlight, or simply joyful children, or an angel holding a light. These are all positive energy symbols. They activate life force, open the heart, and brighten your home with every passing day. The sixth item, skulls and taxidermy animals. There is a type of decoration that many people find unique, even artistic: skulls or taxidermy displays. Whether it is a buffalo skull hanging on the wall, an impressive deer head, or a taxidermied bird on a shelf, all of these carry extremely sensitive meanings in traditional Feng Shui. They are symbols of death energy. Death energy represents endings, decay, and the absence of life. It is a heavy, cold force that spreads easily within your living space. When you bring part of an animal's body into your home, even if it has been preserved or processed, you are spiritually placing a full stop in a space meant for living and continuation. In ancient folk beliefs, objects with such negative energy were used only in protective rituals, never as decorations in a home. Human life is meant to continue, grow, and evolve. But when the presence of death, even symbolic, exists in the home, that space becomes prone to stagnation, emotional coldness, and unexplained instability. This effect is especially strong on the subconscious mind. You may not notice it, but your guests might feel uneasy or unsettled. Young children might have trouble sleeping, pets may become anxious, and the overall atmosphere of the house loses its natural lightness. Even you, the person who lives there every day, might begin to sense a strange heaviness, hard to describe, but undeniably unpleasant. If you own these items for collection or personal aesthetic reasons, it may be time to reflect. Is this hobby blocking the flow of positive energy in your home? The solution is clear. Replace death energy with life energy. Choose vibrant landscape paintings, images of golden rice fields, sprouting forests, or the sun rising over a hill, all powerful symbols of growth and renewal. Or if you still prefer decor with a natural feel, opt for wooden cranes, sculptures of deer in motion, koi fish leaping upstream, or simply a healthy green potted plant. These do more than beautify your space. They nurture vitality, soothe the spirit, and create a field of positive energy that benefits the entire household. The seventh item. Wind chimes in the bedroom. Wind chimes, with their gentle tinkling sound carried by the breeze, are a popular decoration. They evoke a sense of poetry and peace, bringing a bit of nature's charm into a small living space. Many people hang wind chimes as a habit, to attract good energy, to invite the wind, or simply to enjoy a little moment of natural presence inside the home. However, placing wind chimes in the bedroom is actually a major Feng Shui mistake, especially when one does not understand the specific energy needs of each space in the home. According to traditional energy principles, the bedroom is a place that must remain calm, stable, and energetically sealed. This is where you rest, restore your energy, and recover your inner balance after a long day. The energy in the bedroom should be soft, steady, and undisturbed. Anything that creates constant vibration, even soft sounds, can make both body and mind feel unsettled. Although wind chimes sound light and delicate, their ringing is continuous and fluctuating. Each time a breeze passes the chime rings, and that wave of sound can wake up the subconscious mind. It is no coincidence that sensitive individuals often wake up in the middle of the night from even the slightest noise. Their nervous system reacts to the tiniest vibrations. This is especially true for older adults, whose sleep tends to be more fragile. In these cases, wind chimes can worsen blood circulation. Imbalances interrupt deep sleep and slow energy recovery. In ancient times, people also avoided wind chimes in the bedroom due to the belief that their sound could attract wandering spirits or disrupt the delicate balance of yin and yang energy, especially during the vulnerable hours between midnight and dawn. Even if you do not follow spiritual beliefs, energy still moves according to its natural laws. Continuous vibration in a place that needs stillness will always cause imbalance. The solution here is not to eliminate wind chimes completely, but to place them correctly. Wind chimes should be hung in open, breezy areas, places where energy needs to be guided or activated, such as the front porch, balcony garden, or a living room window. In those spaces, the wind chime can do its job properly, dispel negative energy, invite fresh energy, and bring a light, uplifting presence whenever the wind flows through. Life is always moving. Wealth, happiness, and health, all of them are energy flows that need to remain open and unobstructed. If you want to change your destiny, you cannot rely on prayer alone. You have to take action. And the very first action, the simplest one, yet also incredibly powerful, is to clean and clear your space. Cleaning your living space is also cleaning the energy field inside your home, removing useless items, broken objects, or things that carry heavy, stagnant energy. That is how you open a new door for positive energy to enter. Every item you let go of takes away an invisible burden, and every item you replace mindfully becomes a new gateway for abundance and peace to come closer. So right now, get up and walk around your home. Look into every corner, every shelf, every cabinet and surface. Ask yourself, does this item bring good energy into my life? Does it still hold real value? Or am I just keeping it out of habit? If your answer is, I am not sure, that is your sign to let it go. Start with the smallest thing. A thorny plant, move it outside. A cracked mirror, replace it. A piece of rusted jewelry. Say thank you and say goodbye. Just one small action each day, and you are not only clearing your house, but also cleansing the energetic field of your entire life. If you felt something resonate in your heart from this message, leave a comment below. It could be a powerful affirmation like, I am ready to let go of the old and welcome the new. I am opening the path for abundance to enter my home. Or simply, I choose to live light and bright. And do not forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell, so you will not miss out on practical tips about applied Feng Shui and ancient spiritual wisdom. These may seem invisible, but they are quietly shaping your life day by day. Let us build a community together, one that understands deeply, lives mindfully, and attracts all that is good.